to be fair, it's only going to be a short one today because I can only be here until like 1:15. So, yeah.
That's fine. That's like an hour and a quarter we've got.
Yeah, it's plenty of time, you dickhead. Do you want to explain that one, Kristian?
Yeah, so we'd scheduled Civ 5 for yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry, but I've got a thing at 6:45 that I can't really move around. I've got to go to a thing, so it would be a short one." Rich was like, "Well, I finished at 6. I'll get home as soon as I can, and then you'll have time." And I was like, "Great." And in my head, I thought, well, that means you've got like an hour and 20 minutes to play. Because, from about 6:20 to 6:45, that's more than an hour. And then we started...
You have to actually go somewhere for whatever you're doing? So it includes like journey times and stuff, or...
I feel like you're missing the point here. It's not an hour and the 20 minutes, it's 20 minutes.
Okay. To be honest, I couldn't remember what numbers you'd said.
So at half 6, as we were booting up Civ and loading into it, I just suddenly realised, hang on a minute, I've got to go in 15 minutes.
Why are we doing this?
I said, so what's the point in all this?
To be fair, we did actually get a fair bit done.
We did. I captured a few cities.
We got a few things done.
I'm really sorry. I hope it came across just how mortified I was.
It did, because I fucking rushed home.
I genuinely thought we'd have an hour. I don't know. I've got an A level in maths. How did I manage this?
That's the problem. It's an A level. You haven't used it in ages.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's what the A stands for.
Yeah, ages level.
Yeah.
Oh, dick.
You've only got A level in math.
Yeah, it's
that's it. One.
That's when you can call it math and not maths, because you've only got A level.
You only have a math.
You only had one math that time.
When I was learning it, some of the pages were stuck together, so I only got one of the maths done.
It's like Rachel and Friends with the recipe that gets stuck together.
I don't remember that one.
Vaguely remember it.
It's where she's...
I don't remember what happened.
She was like making like a dessert and then got halfway through it and then the pages stuck together, so she made like cottage pie on the other half.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
Yeah. Yes. I went to take my exam back when I was 18, and I just put some like diced beef into it.
What, was like a bribe?
Yeah. Go on, Mr. Examiner.
I think you want some of this.
It's like, no, you're underage. I cannot do that. Sorry. I cannot take your sliced beef.
Whoa. 100% not what I meant.
Well, at 18, I wouldn't have been underage.
Oh,
so
okay.
It would have been fine.
Again, I didn't pay attention to the numbers.
Not underage, but definitely undermoraled.
Yeah. Under-adulted.
I think we're always under-adulted, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Infertilization
I don't
of...
think I ever became adulted.
No.
I kind of skipped that phase and went back in a semicircle.
Yeah, that scans. But hey, it's who you are. Nothing
Hey,
there's
are you ready to
there's
play?
no point being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but it's when you're childish all the time and you can't quite grasp the grown-up part that it starts to become a bit of a hassle when it comes to like work and getting places of your own and doing grown-up stuff.
Oh, grown-up stuff is overrated.
Unfortunately, you need it to live.
Hang on, let me find you this picture. It's very relevant. That's the relevant. Try to remember what folder.
So what's the
it's in.
irrelevant?
But how many rails is that, fan?
Two
How
very different
many
sounds.
rails?
Time ending in 15 rails.
There
A
it
rail
is.
is just a second, isn't it?
It's about 2.4 seconds. Someone worked out to be.
How?
By listening to them count down rels in episodes of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is 120% accurate.
It's a comic about adulthood. Should we describe it?
No.
No.
Use your imaginations, because
Imagination.
it's like audiobooks. Your imagination's only going to be better than what they're actually writing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Executive summary. No one knows what they're doing from one year to the next. You're always learning stuff until you're old enough to be bitter about everything. Which is already the case, actually. But
as soon as you're old enough to realize what you should have done when you were younger, it's too fucking late.
Exactly. But that happens continuously. And that's life.
God, yeah. It's like when something happens at work and I'm just like, oh God, I need an adult. Wait, I am an
Wait a
adult.
minute.
I need an adultier adult.
We're all born in the same year, weren't we?
Yeah.
92.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're all going to be 30 next year. Now, doesn't that make you feel strange?
Fuck. Yeah. Because I remember in like, an episode of Friends again, where they like, oh, she's 30 now. Oh no. And I'm just like, I couldn't realize that. What's wrong with that? 30's a cool age, and now here I'm just like, oh God, kill me now.
I know. I've this week I've discovered that when I kneel down to put my shoes on, there's a certain part of my knee that when I kneel on it, it causes intense pain.
I've got certain weak zones across my entire body. Like
Yeah, it kills your lung.
Oh yeah.
One of them is including my chest area. Yeah, if I lie in the wrong position for too long, my chests just start hurting.
Oof.
My chests,
Your
My
chest.
The chest.
They keep you golden.
lungs in the chests.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was like a fortnight ago. I was on my day off. I woke up and I was just like, I can't move. It was like my lower back,
Your
like
neck is broken.
fucking felt like it. Like the base of my spine had just seized, and any time I tried any little movement, it was agony. And I was just like, well, I live here now.
I'm glad I'm not that
had
bad.
it that bad. No, I think the closest I've had to something like that was when I was like 8-9 years old, and I fell asleep between two armchairs.
Ooh.
So I was in an armchair, and my legs were kind of arched over the arms that were connected
Oh yeah.
between the two. So I've lost all blood circulation to my legs over the past like 2-3 hours, and then my nan's phone starts ringing, and I wake up. I sort of rush to get it, and I just hit the floor.
Yeah. Jeez.
I literally had no movement in my legs for like 2-3 minutes.
Well, that must have been
Oh my
fun. You know when the blood flows back in when you've got like a dead leg or something, and do you get like the
Oh.
cramps
Yeah.
Yeah.
after 3 hours? Jesus, that must have not.
Oh
Ugh.
my God. See, I'm just imagining like the phone going off, and you're like scrambling up, trying to put a foot down the floor, just collapsing in a heap.
It was literally that. I literally swung my legs over off of the arms of the chair using my ass, went to stand and just didn't stand. I just hit the floor.
I went to
Because was 8
stand
years
and
old, I
didn't.
was panicking that something bad had actually happened, and I'd lost.
I did face plant once when I stood up from a chair and got head rush and just collapsed forward onto the floor. But yeah, have any of you, speaking of like
similar vein to that quickly.
yeah,
I was building some cabinets at work the other day on Sunday last week, and this was like, it was really hot in the room, and I was doing like a lot of physical exercise. And when I was putting like the worktop on, I like, have you ever like when people are about to faint, they describe as like seeing like little twinkles in the like that you can't quite see. I fucking saw those, and I was just like, oh, I need to stop for a minute.
when people
It's
are
like,
about
if
to
I-
faint, they describe it as seeing little twinkles that you can't see. I always see that.
But no. Oh, so you remember in Firefly where Jane got drugged?
Yeah, I know.
Did you just go crazy and fall asleep? Yeah, that. It felt like little fireflies just twinkling around your face. Like, it was so weird. So as soon as I went looking, I was like, oh, they're gone. Okay, just stop. Anyway, you were saying?
I was wondering because you were talking about lying down and not being able to get up. Have any of you ever had I've forgotten what it's called now? Sleep paralysis?
No, thankfully.
No, I've never. No, I haven't either. I just wondered if anyone had.
I think I have once.
My demons haunt me whilst I'm awake, let alone when I'm asleep. So sleeping is how I escape my demons.
What a fucking line. That's like the creepy thing the kid says in the horror film.
My demons haunt me when I'm awake. No, I don't think I've ever done that, but I do remember a very, very strange feeling I had once where I was asleep, but I vividly remember waking up and almost feeling drunk as I stumbled forward out of my room because I heard the doorbell go, and then the door opened and somebody said, "Don't worry, I'm here about the cabbages." And I was like, okay, fine. I just collapsed back into bed. And to this day, I do not know if I was sleepwalking and somewhat awake at that point or if it was a complete hallucination.
Wow.
I know the cabbages bit wasn't real.
Oh, that's what they tell you.
But I mean, like, the actual... but, like, the way I remember it, it's like one of the few dreams I genuinely remember because it felt so real.
Had you just been watching Avatar?
No, I hadn't. My cabbages!
Yeah.
No, it's so weird. Like, yeah, brains are fucking weird, man.
The closest thing I've ever had to, like, you know, Homer Simpson's drug experience was when I was in Australia when I was about 7 or something. 'Cause my auntie used to live over there. We went on holiday there once, and I had like this mad fever one night, and I was imagining
got bit by an insect.
Yeah, probably. It's probably just like the most benign thing ever because it's Australia. It was probably just like a fucking, I don't know, ant or something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Ant ran out, mate. I want to crawl into your skull and eat your brains.
You had a case of Aussie fever. It's like a cold to them, but to everyone else around the world, it's like a fever and you're dying on the edge of this seat.
It's like Australians when they come over here in a heat wave. It's like a bit warm, mate.
Yeah,
it's a little bit warm.
Better wrap up. It's a bit cold outside.
I might need to take my jumper off in a minute.
Or like Canadians anywhere else. It's like a bit nippy.
Anyway, about this fever. So, well, I could see everywhere hanging from the ceiling, like it was like they were hanging. They weren't really there, but it was like hanging from strings, and they were like big, like almost like big Scrabble tiles with loads of letters on them, just hanging from the ceiling everywhere.
Interesting.
And then, like, you know, my mum was like taking me to the bathroom to like splash my face or whatever, and there, next to the bathroom door, I could see another door that wasn't really there. And the door that wasn't really there was labelled Sydney. It had a sign on it that said Sydney, because that's where we were, the city.
Yeah.
And then the real bathroom door had a sign on it that said Titanic. And so they were trying to take me into the door to the Titanic. And I was like, no, I don't want to go there. I want to go to Sydney. And that was my fever.
Prisoner Zero has escaped. So what the door that wasn't there it was there the entire time. It was just a reception filter.
But that's such a vivid memory, and it wasn't even of a real thing. I can picture it like it was yesterday. The mind. What is the mind? No matter. What is matter? Never mind. Night boy.
Okay, what?
That was from the first ever Simpsons short.
Was it?
Yep.
So I haven't seen that one in years.
Yeah, same.
I looked it up once upon a time. I know I have seen it. I can't remember when I saw it.
I don't remember early Simpsons. I think the animation style puts me off.
I think it... Well, no. It's just been a while since I watched it. I have watched it all.
Yeah, I think I have like seasons 2 through 7 on DVD. But I'm going to be getting rid of them. It's all on Disney Plus now, isn't it?
See, I'm a bit weird with...
That's not permanent.
I kind of prefer old-fashioned animation styles to, like, all the modern day that looks all exactly the same with their bold outlines and their...
See, I like it up to a point.
And...
it's got to be slightly grainy 24 FPS for me.
Oh, you mean anime?
Exactly.
There is something about classic anime style, and even like to a degree classic cartooning, which is just incredible because it's all hand drawn. Like there's no CGI in there at all, which I think is absolutely fantastic and incredible.
Let me link you this video. I've sent it to Ozzy before, but it was like it was amazing.
Oh my god, it's amazing!
It's basically it's a documentary about them making an OVA for an anime.
I remember.
And it's literally, it's like one of the comments on YouTube summed it up, which was that it's this simultaneously the most depressing and uplifting thing I've ever seen. Because they're just like the grind and the push that they're working all hours of the day, sleeping with their head on their desk in the office, but then they like the success of them actually completing it is amazing. Yeah. But it's interesting to see them all doing the drawings.
Yeah, because I remember there was a
Here it is.
There was like an anime that got adapted or that got dubbed over in America, but the people who were doing it just didn't give a crap. So they literally just
I know this one.
They put in all the stupid references and breaking the fourth wall.
It's like really offensive as well. I've seen it. I went down a rabbit hole and watching loads of clips of it, and it was hilarious. And I actually downloaded the whole series, so I can tell you what it's called.
Little Witch Academia.
Ghost Stories.
Is that it?
Yes. Assuming it's the same one we're talking about, but I assume it is.
Post it.
Ghost Stories. I mean, I'm just telling you the name of something.
All right.
Ghost Stories dub. English dub. English tube. Why did that take so long to type?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is the one. I like that. The English dub replaced much of the original script with one that is more, quote, tongue-in-cheek.
Tongue-in-cheek.
Oh.
Don't put your tongue in someone's teak without permission.
Chumming. Who's Teak and why do you want to be chums with him?
I don't know how to carry that on.
Okay, I might have to watch this because I'm fucking in. Oh, good grief. I keep meaning to get into more anime.
Same. Well, I want to finish the Clone Wars and Rebels first. I haven't watched any of that for weeks.
That's true.
Yonks is Bristolian for weeks. Just because there's been like a ton of snooker on everything, I've been watching that.
No, I do highly recommend Rebels. It is fantastic.
I know. I'm going to get to it. I'm a season deep in Clone Wars. I'll get there.
Excellent.
Season and a half, maybe. I can't remember, actually.
Have you done Malevolence yet? Like, that being destroyed?
Or was the Clone Wars? I think so. I mean, Malevolence was there. Was that the only time it appears?
I know there's the Shadow of Malevolence, which is like the first bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's episode like 3.
Of course. Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm so fucking tired.
Where did I get to? Oh, no, I didn't start season 2, so I haven't started season 2 yet. I've only done the whole of season 1. That's good. It's good, man. It's good. Come to Uncle Mo's for family fun. It's good. Good. Oh, I know what I'll talk about, because I've just looked at my emails, and I've got another email from Oddworld about the fact that Soulstorm is out. They keep sending these out, which suggests to me that maybe it's not selling as well as they'd like.
Oh, dear.
There was loads of media, like reports and stuff about Soulstorm before it came out, and then it came out, and like there was just nothing. Like radio silence from games review sites and such. And I've played like the first 1.5 levels, and honestly, I gotta say, it ain't a great game.
Oh dear.
It's fine. It's not a bad game.
It's just there.
Yeah. It's like the controls are full of jank, and this is what put me off of New and Tasty was the fact that it was just felt a bit janky. Like when you're coming from the original games, which were analog D-pad, you press right once, you take one step to the right. It's pretty easy to figure out.
Yeah, it's like it's grid based.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah. in Soulstorm, like you can watch the videos. I swear every single ledge, whether I'm going up or down, it takes me several goes to figure out where I need to stand.
That's
Which is
not good.
not great.
No.
I mean, there are elements of it which are quite fun. They've lent too heavily into the crafting aspect of it, I feel like.
It's crafting?
Yeah, of course there fucking is. It's a modern game, isn't it?
How did that... this is like a remake of Abe's Exodus, yes?
It's a retelling, so it's not... That's one of the reasons I'm so keen to actually play through it, is because I want to see what the story is.
So it's kind of like the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Or maybe
I don't know.
a bit like Age of Calamity is to Breath of the Wild.
They're not remaking the same story. They're basically they're taking what they keep saying is, oh, this is the story we originally wanted to make in 1999 or whenever it was.
Oh, okay. So it's not like it's the same elements of the old story, but told, and it goes in a different direction, sort of thing. And
yeah,
okay.
they're kind of keeping like the main beats, as it were.
Okay.
Yeah,
but what actually happens is different.
Well, from what I know, I've deliberately kept away from spoilers and such because I know they have changed the plot. I have seen a few things crop up, so I'm gonna talk about the things that I have seen now. So if anyone else is avoiding spoilers, this is your warning. But like, yeah, so they're leaning too heavily into the crafting. It is quite fun to basically like pick up brew bottles, which in the original game you could possess your farts and then fly your fart around and explode them next to things.
Yeah, see, that's a clever idea. I like that.
So in this one, you basically just pick up the brew bottles and chuck them, and they explode if they're next to a fire.
Oh,
which is quite fun doing that kind of thing, but it's like every puzzle involves this, and it's just a little bit. It's got old already, you know.
Yeah, that's not brilliant.
It's so the problem is Abe's Exodus is like the fan favorite game as well. I know it's my favorite game. It is also like the fan favorite Oddworld game as well. Yeah, and it's so classic. Like it starts off with Abe having the vision of the three ghosts saying the Gluckons are digging up our bones, and you know they're not in it.
What?
Yeah, and then
that's like the one bit of this game I know.
And then I read as well the Scrabs and Paramites, the sacred animals of the Mudokons that play a big part in Abe's Odyssey and Abe's Exodus. They're not in it. There's not Scrabs or Paramites anywhere in the game, apparently, which I don't really understand how they could do that. But there we are.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, I don't know. I've only seen... I'm kind of a bit put off because I saw Lauren Lanning do a playthrough, like an abridged playthrough. They kind of cut bits out of the first big level, and it just seemed like it was about 20 stages of exactly the same thing. And I'm getting nearer to that bit, and I kind of feel like I can't be bothered with that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
This
just sounds like effort.
Yeah. The original one was like a puzzle game. It was a puzzle platformer, but it was more about, you'd get to a screen and you go, how do I do this? Well, that's a conundrum, and you might have to do a bit of trial and error and restart the level and whatever. But it was more kind of puzzle based. This one is more like it's like it's like an action platformer, but they've kind of tried to nod back to the original one by saying, but you still got to puzzle things out by figuring out what thing to throw at this door or whatever, and what thing to throw at this slig to knock them out. But it's just,
what of these two options are we giving you will open this door? You can try them both.
Yeah. But it's not a puzzle. The original, why I love the original one so much is almost every level has a different puzzle in it, and they might use the same elements again and again, but there's a different thing you have to do every time, and that makes you think and go, Whereas this one, it's just like you're just going.
Make you go.
Thank you. You're just going through like this linear level and just saying, well, now there's a slig in the way, so I'll blow him up. And then you carry on. It's like, well, there's 3 sligs in the way, so I'll blow them up. And like it's not
that sounds great fun.
Yeah. Something I meant to mention here but forgot at the time was about quick save. The quick save in Abe's Exodus was a godsend, but what happens in this one now is you have checkpoints at certain places, which means you have this really tough segment of gameplay that you then fail at the end, and you've got to do the whole thing again. But it's not particularly difficult, it's just tedious, and that does not make for a fun gameplay experience. It just makes for a tedious gameplay experience, which is really not what you want in a game. But anyway, back to the past. The only reason I've got so far is just out of brand loyalty, honestly. I really do want to finish, but I can't be bothered with it at the moment.
See, that's not fun. Like,
No.
a game can be bad and it can be quite fun. The worst thing a game can be is boring or disappointing, I think.
It's just kind of there.
Yeah.
I don't even know that I'd go so far as boring, to be honest. I think disappointing, definitely, although I kind of could see the direction they were going from, so I wasn't expecting it to be Exodus. But yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know, it's too bland. I just yeah. And the other thing, the story, I said this in one of my commentaries, I feel like they've missed the point of their own games, which is the Abe is this kind of, he's just a schmuck. No one is interested in being saved and liberated because it's an allegory for consumerism in real life. So all the slaves think they've got great jobs and they love their life. So they need to actually be rescued. That's why Abe comes up to them and says, "Hello, follow me," and they just obey him because they're just like naturally compliant because that's the system they're in. And in this one, it's like Abe's the savior, and everyone's trying to help Abe. Like in the original Abe's Exodus, they all set off to try and save the bones that are being dug up. And within a day, they're all turning on him and saying, "This sucks. This is all your fault. I want to go home." That's the feel that I want, and I'm not getting it. But anyway, Soulstorm, 7.8 out of 10. Not enough odd.
Not enough odd.
I'd probably give it a 6.5 maybe at the moment.
Not enough odd, too much world.
I'm really sorry. That was way longer than I anticipated originally. But as you can imagine, I feel quite strongly about Oddworld.
Yeah, which is good. You know, you gotta have feelings. Yeah, you gotta be passionate about something.
You gotta be passionate about something.
God damn it, have some feelings, man.
That's where I've been making my mistake all these years.
What?
No passion in life.
There you go. I don't know, you're passionate about something, aren't you?
I like stuff.
There you go. That's good enough. Right? Right?
I wouldn't say passion. I go through phases of obsessing over stuff, and then I move on to something else for another little bit.
I think it's better to obsess over some things and just be bored by everything. That makes sense?
Yeah.
No.
There are a few there are a few things worse than the sort of people who be like, "Ugh, look at them enjoying something."
How dare they enjoy this?
Yeah.
It's like, well, how dare you not have an enjoyment of fucking anything, you dick. Life is life is wasted on the living.
Life is for living the waste.
Why is life?
Is it
What
life?
is
Is
life?
it good happy?
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
No more.
That reminds me, I wanted to look up the super mega comic of the guy saying I
That
don't like to
reminds
work.
you?
Yeah. Because I just said, "Is it life? Is it good happy?" which is a quote from a super mega comic.
All right.
And there's one of a guy saying I don't like to work, which I was thinking of the other day when I was at work.
Does anybody like doing work? No. Nobody does.
No.
If you do, you're lying.
Suppose maybe like celebrities and all those sort of people. Not normal people don't know.
Yeah. I imagine sportsmen people probably enjoy working. Because they're basically doing their hobby as their job.
Or like certain actors who actually enjoy
Yeah.
they sort of choose their roles and do what they want, sort of thing.
I guess, yeah.
But yeah, the guy in that comic standing on the flower saying, "I don't like to work," is how I felt this week.
I don't like to work. No. Biscuits?
No thanks. I've not long eaten.
No? No biscuits?
I don't tend to ever have anything.
That's a lie. I last ate 3.5 hours ago.
Oh, you lost 8.5 hours ago.
Yeah.
I'm a funny.
That was amazing. That's like the kind of weird shit I say.
Well, yeah, that's basically what I've been doing, isn't it? It's just I just say what you do, just fucking weirdly. Just say what you do.
Say what you see.
Commentator.
Commentator. That's a
I'm
peasant
interested
potato.
in one thing and one thing only. That's bent coppers. Anyone been watching Line of Duty? It's a good one, this series.
No.
No.
I
Well, there we are
literally
then.
don't know what you're talking about.
I don't really keep up with modern telly.
No, me
I'm
neither.
waiting for whenever the next series of Taskmaster's finished so I can just binge that in one go.
I've recently caught up to date with it, and oh my god! Like the previous series with Johnny Vegas in it, I wasn't a massive fan of.
I can't remember exactly.
It's the first one they did distanced.
Okay, yeah. They all seemed quite angry at each other, didn't they?
Yeah, like
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
I think so. Yeah, one with with Johnny Vegas.
Like normally they'd all have like a bit of a jab and a jip at each other, but they all seemed like they were friends at the end of it.
Yeah,
Like, they all got quite heated and really competitive, and it was like, oh, blimey, all right, calm down.
the one that really annoyed me was Rod Gilbert,
Can't remember, but
the Welsh one.
yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, he
That
was on
was,
St. Joe's.
that was quite an early one, wasn't it? That was an early series.
Don't know, but he never seemed like he really wanted to be there.
You get that with a couple of people as well, though, don't you?
Yeah, it just feels like, well, why did you agree to do this if
For
you
the money.
aren't gonna, at least put some effort into it,
Or
Unless
even
they
paid a
want-
night.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
and the producers wanted at least one person to be like that year, maybe.
yeah, I guess still
I don't
stupid though. But no, I
do like it.
am looking forward to this series being done so I can binge it as well.
Yeah. And collect them for the archives.
Such a good show, like genuinely hilarious.
Wow.
Cool.
Then, boys.
On that hot take.
I'm trying to keep this going.
No, fair.
Oh, so let's check the emails. See if we got another one from Conor McGregor or Floyd Mayweather Jr. That's who we're after now. No, we haven't.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Someone doesn't listen to Inaudible.
Yeah.
We're best mates with Conor McGregor now, who's the number 6 ranked lightweight UFC fighter in the world.
Oh, really? Oh, sweet.
Yeah. He's made a shit mobile game.
Shut up.
I'm not going to give him any. I won't say what it is again. But yeah, we got a sponsorship offer a couple of weeks ago when it was just me and Ozzy, or last week, whenever it was, and we just.
Oh
we
yeah,
talked
I'm
about
not
it.
important enough to be part of this. No.
No.
It's not addressed to me. It's just always addressed to you two.
But
Well,
I'm not going to
you
mention the
could've
name of the
been here
game
last
again
week.
because we gave him
Hard
enough
work
free
on
publicity last time.
Why are you just taking him up on it?
Because I am naturally distrustful of anything that looks like it's offering something to me.
That's a fair point.
Let me read you a line from this email and you'll understand why I'm not taking it seriously. Hang on, I can't find the line I'm looking for.
It's gonna be good.
What's in it for you? ... Truly the best deal in the gaming industry. Skip.
Truly the best deal. and we're giving it to you.
This guy with 5k subscribers is really going to help people buy your game.
Well, you never know.
I might write back and say I'd be happy to take a sponsorship, but please bear in mind that I think mobile games are shit.
And I will not hesitate from saying so.
I'm really tempted to do that, you know.
Fucking do it. What's the worst that could happen?
I'll think about
Come
it.
on.
I'll think about it.
What is the worst that could happen in that scenario?
Well, if he replies back with like saying, "What are you talking about, you little bitch?" I would probably be embarrassed for the next 4 months.
As little as that.
Yeah.
I suppose you did say at least, so.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I don't know. People are still commenting on my fucking Lego video.
Oh.
I'm still getting comments on that.
We're going to pick up the pieces and build a Lego video, as Ed Sheeran once said.
I keep meaning to do more. Keep meaning to. I will do one day. Don't know when, but I will.
So I want to say, basically... Well, I tell you what, I'll do this like in my own time, and I'll report back what I said in the next
Okay.
podcast. Anyway, that's all from me. It's all from you.
Yes, that is all from me.
Okay, great.
Okay, great. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Quoi? See you next time. Bye.